Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the second episode of our Stoneblock 3 series. Thank you for joining us today. I'm glad to have you here. If you haven't seen the first episode, I would definitely recommend checking that out. In the end, we outlined a set of goals that I would like to accomplish for this episode today. So, we have no time to waste, so let's get into it. Okay, I think the first thing that we're going to do in this episode is make one of these encased fans. I think this will be a little bit better than the water wheel that we have, and we can set up multiple millstones as well. Okay, so it actually looks like I was a little wrong about the encased fan. I thought it was a, rotational force generator, but it's actually a crafting mechanic. So with gravel, you can get all of these from using the encased fan. From sand, you can get all of these resources. And I guess there's a bunch of other things you can get too. There it is, the encased fan. How do we want to set this up? There we go. We'll put a cogwheel on top. We'll put our millstone there, so that should power our millstone. Perfect. Wonder if we could put it there. There we go. So our millstone is running. Awesome. And now, let's see how this encased fan works. So that his shaft is in the back. So looks like that. Okay, so how do we get this going sideways is the question. Okay, so since I can't exactly turn this, I think what I'm going to do is maybe raise this up one more, and then, let's see, I don't know if what I'm doing is exactly going to work. This is an awesome looking wrench. Okay. Aha! There we go. Facing downwards. Exactly what we wanted. So now, there's our cogwheel like that. And if we, actually we don't have to use cogwheels for this anymore. We can use shafts. Perfect. There we go. It's not the prettiest looking setup, but I think it'll get the job done. Now, we have to put a liquid in the middle. So, if we put water in there, is it just me or does it look like these particles from the fan are going up? I think we need to rotate our thing the opposite way. I think the water wheel needs to go in the opposite direction, sir. So I think we could do this. Awesome. And we have this block freed up, and everything is rotating in the right direction. So, how does this thing work? That is the question. I'm going to go grab some gravel and find out. All right. Test round number 1. Oh, there it is. It's done. Okay, so it washed a whole stack of gravel in like 30 seconds. Wow, that is incredible. So the next two things we have to wash here are sand and dust. I wonder if you can do them at the same time. We'll find that out. Look at that, incredible. You can wash so many different things at the same time. Insane. There we go. We got a bunch of awesome resources from doing that. I think the next two create machines I'd like to set up is the crushing wheel and a mixer so we can get soul sand. I think we're going to start with the crushing wheel because in order to do that, we have to make mechanical crafting. Actually, it looks like the only way to get regular quartz is to wash soul sand, so I think we are going to start with the mixer first. A diamond paxel. Awesome. I think with this, we could go mine the deep slate deep in the world here. And I can replace all my crappy stone tools. Okay, so it looks like to use the mixer, we also need a basin. Oh, that's not too bad. Alright, so how do you work? Where is your attachment at? Looks like maybe on the bottom? No, it looks like the basin goes on the bottom. And a shaft right there, we would get our cogwheel to start rotating. Oh, okay. It needs to be faster. Opposite direction, I believe. Oops. Here we can just put some shafts. And then our second cogwheel. Oh, okay. Speed. How do we get this thing to rotate faster? There we go. Is it just me, or does that look like it's running a lot faster than this one is? I think it definitely is. Okay, so we do a big cog, and then a small cog. Yes, okay, so we do a big cog, and then a small cog, and then a shaft with a big cog? Yeah, and then another small cog? Yeah, there we go. Alright, that is running super fast. So I think we could put the cogwheel up there. Okay, so now, how do we flip the cog? There's a gearbox. And can I change it back? Okay, good. To be able to change the direction with that. Okay, awesome. With one of these bad boys. Okay. Woohoo! Look at that! We got it working. Awesome. So now all we have to do is put the basin down, water, and a mob soul. Our first piece of soul sand. Also, if you couldn't tell, I am a very novice create user. This is actually my first time ever using this mod. So I'm going to cut out a lot of the stuff where I'm like figuring out how to do it because making this took me a lot longer than I would like to admit. But regardless, we got soul sand and I'm happy with our setup for the mixer. I love all the tools that you get as rewards from these quests, man. That is so awesome. Okay, so to continue on, the reason we made this mixer is so we could make an electron tube and get crafting, because for that we need polished rose quartz, which is a hell of a lot of crafting recipes, but what it boils down to is we need quartz, which you get from washing soul sand. Maybe we'll get some on our first try here. Who knows? I'm going to mix up some more soul sand, and then we can throw it under the washer and get a good amount of quartz. Alright, we got at least one piece of quartz, which is all we need. But I'm hoping we can get some more. And nothing. Well, whatever. I'm happy that we got at least one. Looks like we're going to need a little more redstone, which I believe we got from washing. That was washing dust. There is our first rose quartz. Yep, you can use a paxel. So you can strip logs on the cutting board and get tree bark. Awesome. Okay, so we made some polished rose quartz with that. That is hilarious. That was a funny animation. And our polished rose quartz, we can make an electron tube. And now I thought... Oh. One, we need brass, which I think we could get from the mixer. Yeah, zinc and copper. We can definitely do... No, we cannot. Can't do that yet. We need to go and find a blaze. Okay. Dang it. And another thing is we're going to need some more quartz because these... You only get 3 of these when you craft them, and for the crushing wheel, it looks like you need 21, so we need a lot more quartz. So unfortunately, I think our goal of making the crushing wheel today might be a little out of reach. Okay, I think we're going to take a little break from Create and do something pretty simple that I wanted to do for a while. One of the recipes with the dripper is water and 3 times compressed stone makes diamond ore. So I definitely want to get some of that, and I smelted up a lot of stone. So we should be able to make at least a few pieces of the 3 times compressed. So there's the 1. There's the 2. And we can only make 1 3 times compressed stone. Wow, that took a lot more stone than I thought it would. Alright, so we have knocked off the first item on our list. We set up all of our create machines, and now we're on to number 2. So let's start getting some crops going. Got another piece of 3 times compressed stone. And look at that. Our first diamond ore. Amazing. I know we've gotten some diamond tools and we got some diamonds from a loot bee, but this is our actual first mined diamond. Oh, it feels so good. I will treasure it forever. Alright, everybody, I have spent some time preparing a little farming area for the seeds that we got, so let's get to planting. Oh, it doesn't look like you can use shift on these crops. It looks like you can only use them on specific crops like glowberries. Oh, that's really interesting. Alright, so with our first 3 farming blocks set up here, I would say I made some pretty good progress on the crops. I'm happy with it. Alright, so I have gone ahead and made a couple of these things called botany pots. And what these do is they're basically just like pieces of farmland. You put dirt in there and then you put whatever you would like to start growing in the inventory. And then over time, these grow. And you can combine them with a hopper and it places that in the item or the storage item just below it. So I've made a couple. I want to do oak saplings for 2 of them, spruce, birch, and cactus. I guess I'm going to need a piece of sand for cactus. Now, these are pretty slow, but as we do things in the world here, I think we'll find that we can come back and just have something that's passively growing for us. Okay, I know I said we were done with create for the day, but I just had a great idea, and I wanted to see if I could put it into practice. So I want to take... Oops, that's not the right way. I want to take gravel from this drawer, put it in our mill stone, which looks like it's already doing right now, and then take the items out of the millstone and put them into a chest. It's not super organized and, you know, it doesn't have any sorting or anything, but I think it would be awesome if we could get this automatically milling gravel to get us iron and coal and other resources while we're just off, you know, doing things. So the next activity on our list I am super excited for. If you look on our map here, we don't have very much area explored, but in the parts that we do, you could see a couple structures. So there are 2 down here that look relatively the same size, and there's one up here that is a lot bigger than the others. What I think these are the dungeons. If we go into the map that the mod pack provided for us, you can see these little kind of like discolored specks, and I didn't know what they were at first, but after I took a look at the map, I figured out that they were, in fact, dungeons. So I think we're gonna try to make our way over to those today. Okay, so I've been digging for a little bit here. Almost have come perpendicular with this structure, but I see this one now, and I have absolutely no idea what it is, but I think I'm going to be skipping this one to go to this one because it looks huge, and I want to see what it is. Okay, everybody, we are encroaching on the structure here, and holy mother of God. This is what it looks like on the map. Absolutely huge, and swarming with mobs. Now, I have no idea what elevation this is on. It could be up or down, I really don't know. So I'm just going to try to dig my way in and see what I can find. Okay, so if you look at the map, you could see -42. So we are on top of it because we're at -1. So we have to go down. Oh, I hear some noises, and we've got the quest. I think we might be very close to the dungeon here. Yep, here it is. Here's some cobblestone blocks, and the block beneath me. There it is. Oh man, I'm so excited to see what this place looks like. Hello, everybody! Alright, let's try to make a safe way in. Well, you know what? For now, I'd say that's good enough. I think we're going to come back with some more gear. Home sweet home. Okay, so I saw that there was lapis lazuli armor, and honestly, I have to make it. It might not do much in the way of defense, but like, come on, that looks sweet. I think it's really important that we have a good way to get back and forth that doesn't use a lot of hunger, because I could really see that becoming a problem if we're just running back and forth all day. So I'm going to fill this tunnel up with water, and I think we should be able to use a boat to make our transportation a little less of a hassle. Alright, we have no time to waste. Let's get down there. Time to see what one of these dungeons looks like for the first time. Okay, I see our first objective. Take out this skeleton spawner. And man, this takes a long time to mine. Come on! Yes! Oh. Oh. Man, that did some damage. Huh. Wow, there are a lot of you. I'm so glad I have this shield. Oh! Let me out! Oh. Those guys are not messing around. Oh. Okay, first couple minutes of the dungeon are not good. Let's see what we got in this chest. I haven't been able to check it out yet. Okay, some decent rewards, I guess. Alright, I think we're just gonna have to make a break for it. Oh, what the heck are you? Dead. That's what you are. Okay, okay, get out of here. Oh, you could fly. And you're buffed up. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. The first death. Oh, that is tragic. Are you still around? Oh, you are. Just let me get this back. Thank you. Yeah, that's right. Get out of here. Oh, da 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 da. I'm not scared of you, man. I just killed your friend. Yeah, get out of here. Really? Okay. This chest probably thinks it's slick, but it's not. Nice. Axolotl. Holy mother of God. You know what? I have a great idea. Yes, I have a great idea. Ahaha! Ah, that was a good idea. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god. Huh. Okay. I'm out. I'm gone. Okay, nobody comes through. Nobody comes through. Nobody comes through. Okay. Awesome. Just the way we want it. Yeah! That's right. Oh, torch bow. Okay, that is the coolest thing I have ever seen in my entire life. Wow, that is so awesome! What happens if you hit stuff with it? Oh, it lights it on fire. Hold on. Not you. No, not you either. Come on. Oh, it doesn't do it. That's okay. Okay, it seems like the mob spawns have slowed down for a second. Holy mother of God, this is crazy. I've just got to light up all the areas and take out all the spawners. It might take a while, but we are conquering this dungeon. Man, there really is so much good loot in here. I wish I had more storage space. Okay, I've somehow managed to clear out this first section of the dungeon. I put all of our loot in those chests over there, and now we have a decision to make. Right or left? Oh boy. I think we're gonna go over this way. It looks like a little more smooth of a path. I see another spawner. I'm going for it immediately. Oh, okay, it's just a silverfish spawner. Not too bad. There. Awesome. Okay, definitely not my smartest idea, but... I'm going after the witches. Oh! That's even awesomer. Diamond? Oh, a totem of undying? Oh my god. Well, everybody, it has been a long time here. Um, First thing I have to say is that this dungeon is amazing. I have gotten so much good loot. I know it really doesn't look like it from all the crap that I have in these chests, but there are so many chests with so much good loot. And the biggest problem that I'm having is getting it all out. I don't have enough inventory space for everything. There are so many different items. Basically, what I've been doing is just running around, kind of glancing at what's in the chest, not taking very much, and trying to destroy all of the spawners that I can. And even despite that, there are just mobs everywhere. This place is crawling with them. I'm going to have to find some way to get the loot out of here. I was trying to see if I can make a backpack or maybe something that we could just go around and pick up chests, because my inventory space is not suited for this. Okay, everybody, we are back at the base. And what I have decided to do is make crates from immersive engineering. These are basically just shulker boxes with a different texture. And it's a little out of the way to make. We have to make treated wood, which requires a coke oven. But I think they're our best option for getting all of the loot. Hey, speaking of loot, where did you come from? Uh-oh, you know what that means. Huh. What's up, man? Sugarcane. That is very useful. I am very glad that we just got that. We can keep you around. Okay, so anyway, back to our main mission here. The coke oven. To make coke oven bricks, all you have to do is make 27 of them, set them up in a 3x3x3 square, and then hit it with the engineering hammer. And to get these coke bricks, all you need is clay, brick, sandstone, and we have all of those things. So let's do it. Okay, so I think this corner will be a good spot for our creosote oven. And you just build it up in a 3x3 square like that, and then hit it with the engineering hammer. And boom, you got the coke oven. So in here, all you do is just put wood in. It'll smelt it into charcoal over time, and then the creosote oil will fill up in here. You know, guys, you're probably watching this series and thinking, wow, this guy sure does get distracted a lot. And you're right, but it's not my fault. I mean, these cows were just gifted to us in our spawn by some random, unexplainable force, and we have to capitalize on that, you know? Alright, everybody, our creosote oven has been going for a while, and it is actually almost full. So I think it's time that we make some treated wood planks out of this stuff. Alright, so we were able to make a stack of treated wood planks, which means we can make 8 storage crates. And I think these will be really helpful for getting all the loot out of the dungeon. Like I said, these work just like a shulker box. You put your items in, and then you can break them and pick them up, place them down somewhere else, and the items are in the same. Holy mother of God. Okay, yeah, you can stay down there. Alright, so we're making a quick pit stop here. All of my storage crates are basically filled up with loot. And I did manage to go through a lot of the areas and light them up, so you can see that mobs aren't spawning like in this section. That's have to do with me like already breaking the spawners, and I also was able to place down a lot of torches. So yeah, not too shabby. What? Okay, not even gonna question it. What's that? Oh, that is exactly what we needed. Oh, that is awesome. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Oh. Well, everybody, I would say we have got all of the loot that this dungeon has to offer. I went through every room, every crevice, and I think I just got about every chest that there is. Um, I'm not gonna lie and say that I enjoyed that because that was pretty tedious. There were a lot of mobs. I died a lot of times and I did a lot of running around, but I think that the loot that we got will be infinitely valuable to our playthrough. So I'm glad that we did. What I'm gonna do now is basically sort through it, toss out the junk, try to put it all in these storage crates, and maybe make a couple trips back and forth to the base to get it all loaded up. Before we end today's episode, I want to give a quick summary of all the loot that we were able to get from the dungeon. We got a bunch of armor, a bunch of weapons, a bunch of enchanted books. We didn't get any real big ticket items, but I think the real loot that we got from the dungeon was in all of the materials. We were able to get a bunch of gold, lapis, copper, I mean, basically everything that you see in this chest here. And while we do have access to these materials, we don't really have access to them in bulk. So the fact that we got a bunch of this stuff from the dungeon is really helpful, and I think it's going to come in handy for all the crafting recipes that we have in the future. In terms of the goals that we set for this episode, I'm pretty happy with what we accomplished. We set up our create machines, got some crops up and running, and did explore the dungeon. So that's 3 out of 4. So I think I can take this sign, remove those, and just put Tinkers up there for now, and we'll probably end up tackling that in the next episode. Well, everybody, I think that is going to do it for today's episode. If you like this kind of content and you haven't seen my first episode, I would definitely recommend checking that out. And if you saw my first episode and liked it, subscribe and stick around for episode 3.